I ended up hearing about you from
What's on the timeline?
who was it? Sooty. People just talk so much back then, man. Like I don't know.
Sooty, I mean, I did stab her. She was part of the
Yeah.
deal, yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah. Yeah, but you say, you know, we got out that you had traded yourself for him and everything.
Yeah, I got cooked.
That was very thoughtful. Very thoughtful. I was kind of worried you wouldn't come back, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, me too. To be honest, I thought I was cooked. Then Claire.
How did you get back?
Claire sacrificed herself for me. I didn't even know her, to be honest.
Claire?
Yeah, Claire from the BBMC. Well, was BBMC.
Yeah.
Oh, what's this? Is that for me? Archie, please. Wait. Did you get this? What is that? Am I supposed to go in? Am I supposed to follow? Oh, well. It's not like I can die again. Whoa.
Norman is here, just less. But eventually, you are right. He will not be here. Until then, this is his trip down memory lane. The fire on your skin. It starts to melt away.
You!
You've went from the oven into the fire. Hey! Consider this our agreement. Feel the flames. Let them take you. And the wheel keeps turning, Benny.
What the fuck?
You put him there.
He's Edgar!
You will not fool me, Norman. No. You will not fool me.
No. Oh. You're trapped in the cage now.
You are going nowhere. Your friends will get you out, not him.
I need TJ.
That the cycle continues.
It looks like... Do you know why Norman had such a displeasure with me?
Truthfully, you did not matter to him. It was a way to get at... We'll call him the Doctor.
That's what I figured.
Do you have any other questions?
What am I to him? To the Doctor? He won't give me a straight answer, and I can't shake the feeling that I'm just being manipulated.
Norman used people as tools to get what he wanted. The Doctor just kept playing the same game. Is there anything else you'd like to know? Is that because you are afraid of the answers?
I think I've had a little too much pain today. And I don't know if I can take any more.
This will be your last opportunity, Miss Petros. You'll only ever see me once after this.
Oh, she wants to ask about her dad, dude. Oh, fuck, man. Then I guess when I see you again, we'll have a lot to talk about.
And plenty of time to do it. Until then, Oshiera.
Dude, W Ziggy for that. Oh my god. Just when I think like that, me as a streamer am emotionally recovering from what is happening to my girl right now, he's gonna swoop in there and do that shit. Oh.
Well, he's still a little bit here. I'm gonna share something else. When the man I loved at the time went missing, kidnapped, faked his death, I can't express how painful that was for me, but in that time, the only comfort I had, the only ounce of sanity that I found was through Norman.
That's right.
He said something very important at that time, and I asked him a silly question about if Noxie liked the pumpkin I left for them. He said yes, and that was the only time I smiled. If I didn't have that, I think I would have been far less okay. So wherever he is, how much of him is with us right now, I am thankful to him for that. And I hope he knows that.
He can hear you. I came to deliver a message. You had quite a bit to deal with Norman some time ago.
That is correct.
No longer will that be an issue.
That is not possible.
What he said was going to happen is happening. There is not much left of him now. He is being removed.
By whose authority?
Mine.
Think we should get going.
Before you go, Edgar, there is one last thing. I understand your dealings with Mr. Bones were abnormal, and you should have not been there in the first place. However, in the future, there will be no attempts to leave. Do you understand? There will not be middle ground. Norman viewed you as food that he could play with. There is no cheating, death. Congratulations on the marriage.
Do you want me to get in the car?
Yes.
Oh, I hate him. I hate him so much. This is the throwback of all throwbacks. He's actually the worst.
Do you remember this place?
Yep. Well, I don't think we parked here exactly. I think it was further back.
It held significance for him.
Yeah, it did.
You have changed much since then.
Maybe on the outside?
Hmm.
Okay, that's a lie. Maybe a little bit on the inside too. But, yeah, a lot on the outside, I think.
He wishes to know if the wolf still stirs.
Yeah. A lot more than back then, even, I would say.
He intended to kill you here when he brought you.
I know.
Where would you like to be, little lamb?
I think I left my bike somewhere. Oh. Maybe my house in Paleto? That all this is about, though? You're just giving me a ride from the prison?
It is his trip down memory lane.
I see. That sounds very... finite.
As all things are.
Is it a bad thing?
Depends on your perspective.
I think I only have my perspective. For what it's worth, I tried to get him to stop.
In the end, it will not matter.
I think that depends on a perspective, too.
Is there anything you'd like to let him know?
Actually, maybe one thing. Sorry he never got to watch. I do have one question. And I don't know if you'll know the answer. Did I ever make a deal with him?
It was not one he intended to follow up on.
Maybe that's my mistake, I guess. You can tell him that I'm sorry for putting him in that position. That was never my intention. Wasn't even aware it'd been done. At least not till the other guy came poking around.
He can hear you.
I know.
Is that all, Tessa?
I think so.
Until then.
See you later.
I came to deliver a message.
Okay.
He was particularly cruel to you and those around you.
May I ask for the who?
Norman, the reason I wanted to talk is to say that is not a problem that you or your loved ones will need to deal with anymore.
May I ask what happened?
Exactly what he said was going to happen.
My nightmares?
Hopefully, you should be rid of them. Though, what has occurred leaves wounds. It is up to you what you do with them.
What happens now?
Whatever you decide happens.
What happens with you?
Whatever I decide happens. Is there anything you'd like to say to him?
Behind me? Or, Norman?
To Norman.
Everyone dies. Legacies live forever. And if his goal was to have a legacy, he did what he accomplished.
He can hear.
Okay. I think I've said all I wanted to say.
If that is all.
What happens with him?
Whatever he decides.
I appreciate the message. Should I ever expect to see you again? Nothing's truly out of the picture, but...
You'll only ever see me one time after this. I'm sure you can imagine when.
I know when. And when that day comes, I'll see you.
Until then.
Until then.
Jesus Christ!
Don't worry, this won't be long. I have a message to deliver. It is my understanding you've had dealings with Norman. Correct? That will not be an issue for you any longer. Do you have questions?
He said don't talk to them or I'd die.
This will be your last opportunity to ask them. Otherwise, you will only see me one time after this. And I'm sure you can imagine when.
Well, I hope it isn't too soon.
Until then, Charlie.
I made a deal with Norman Bones and hurt absolutely 0 people. Told you I'd outlast you. Just kidding. I would never say that to him. I'm very scared of both Lang and him. But
So it is done. And what of that precursor? Dormant. You realize I will find it. Of that I am sure. He's still there. Barely. But yes. I will leave the body by the door. A parting gift. And what of this island? Now that you are free. It is the same as everywhere else. All things will come to pass. And thus the cycle will continue. On and on, until it can no longer. It is good to have you back, brother. Even if it is for but a moment. It is better now to be unburdened. I suppose the other two are free to return to where they came from. If that is their choice. Let's just say for Kian's sake, I hope it is. Speaking of hope, where are they? For the time being, they are on their own, together. Together? Then the war is over. No thunderous applause. No clashing of steel. The peace of silence. There will be plenty of time for war. Norman tipped his hand on a scale. Those birds, or rather, that bird, showed that. And now that his hand is off of it, they are quiet. Once I retrieve that precursor, the two brothers can be sent back in time to fulfill their duty. Until then, do stay safe. I'll find you in Eden.
Oh my god. This.
Your pestilence.
That's it.
I have never seen that before, and I am scared of that.
What is that? Oh no. No!
Peace.
Whoa! No! Whoa!
What the hell was that for?
Air him out! Easy. Oh God!
Oh my god.
Oh God!
Oh my god.
I do not feel well either now.
You have suffered so much, it is almost intoxicating. A little more won't hurt.
What are you? No!
But it is time to follow up on the price. Do take care. I'll be watching.
Guys, I just want to let you know that Pesto here came to say his goodbyes because he's leaving forever and ever.
What?
What the hell?
He's going crazy.
Somebody do something that's not me! Somebody do something that's not me!
Yeah, you probably deserve that kind of keeping trying to get me to blow
Amber,
him
do
up.
something! Amber!
A parting
What do
gift.
you mean?
Amber, hurt him or something!
Why is no one kicking
Wait,
Oswaldo's dad's
what
ass
did
right
you do?
now?
Amber!
What has happened? Who is this guy?
I've always tried to be respectful, I think. Then you slit my throat.
A payment had to be made. Nothing personal.
Right. So did you get what you wanted in the end?
Norman is gone. one final piece of business to take care of.
Where does he go?
If you're thinking he will get peace, he will not. Just like his little brother. There is no, as you may say, happy ending for them. He no longer has that artifact.
Do you?
Not yet. If I did, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
I don't have it. Promise.
I know you don't. I have measures in place to assist those that are still suffering. Nudged a certain doctor in the right direction. And who knows, maybe those in the shadows will capitalize on it.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Those who hide their face, involved in nasty business.
You think that's a good thing? They capitalize on that?
What they do is to their prerogative.
You know, I really was gonna help you. I tried. What happened to you?
Many things happened. You'll have to be a little more specific.
Well, one day we're having team down with Norman, and then a week later, I hear you've gone off the deep end, are making people sick because they call you too much and stuff. You said you lost it or snapped or...
You cannot lose what you didn't have.
Was it an act then? I mean, we spoke for so long, so many times. For what? How did that get you any further towards your goal?
Was it me closer to my goal or you closer to yours? Look at everything you have done. The hurdles you have overcame. The mess you find yourself in. And yet you persist.
I don't think there's another option. And I don't think I'd pick one if there was. You know what would help a little bit, though?
It reminds you just how easy your life can be taken away. Every action has a consequence. If I am here or not, be careful. Walking down your dark path. In the end, you will only suffer.
Yeah, you're not the first person to tell me that either.
And whilst there are many of your kind here on this island that will happily throw themselves onto the fire when that moment arises, make sure you're doing it for yourself, not for the wish or order of someone else. Why are you living?
When we first spoke, maybe back then I would have sent that message a bit more, but I think there's more than just me and what living my life would be.
Everything happens for a reason. You still have a lot to learn.
Don't deny that.
There are those of you, after all is said and done, yourself, Alice, Oshiera, Fred, and so many more. There will be a pit, a void, uncertainty. If I were to regret anything, it is for all of this to have happened in the first place. You will look out to that lighthouse, and there will be something missing. In time, even your memories will fade.
Is it weird to think of that as a sad thought after everything?
A matter of perspective. Be kind to yourself.
Hell.
I'll be watching.
I was going to apologize for not doing things the way that you wanted them done, but then I realized that if I had to start this journey all over again, I don't think that I would have changed it. Even when people questioned me, or I guess even when it seemed I was being selfish, I have only ever followed the path that Hope put in front of me, because that's what I trusted and what I believed in. And I don't know how much of what I did got anyone to this point. I've never done it looking for credit or a pat on the back or a job well done. I am only glad that we are here and he is gone, or will be soon.
There is nothing to apologize for. Everything happens for a reason. But one takeaway going forward, as difficult as it may be, you need to follow the road you decide. You are not the only one that will fill a void.
I was always worried for Hope, but I never really thought that she was dead or dying. Even now I know that she's out there somewhere because I can feel it. I don't really understand that at all.
Do you remember when I told you, nothing dies like hope?
You said it in our very first conversation.
The two birds are, and have always been, intertwined. Now more than ever.
So I've heard.
You shouldn't fear Noxie anymore. Granted, the two have become one. You may not be able to see it, but the threads of fate still have a point of connection between you and the bird. May that give you comfort.
A little bit, I guess, but also, as always with these things, more questions than I will ever have answers for.
Some things are not meant to be answered.
That is a lesson that I have learned. Part of me thinks that I know more than most mortals are meant to anyway. Every one of us that's been touched by this has to figure out how to just
persist. That is what you will all do. Just like the sun rises and sets, your lungs continue to breathe. Just remember to be kind to yourself.
Thank you. Not just for that or this conversation, but even in the hard moments, I was learning things from you, and I will remember that after you're gone.
I have been with every single one of you, every step of the way. I'll never truly be gone.
No, I know that. But it will not be like this.
This cadaver has endured quite a lot. I'm sure little Isaac would appreciate it being put to rest.
That was such a good scene! Like, clap, clap, clap! Love Connor.
Doctor.
Little one.
Been a while since I've seen you. Last time we spoke, you said that we'd be in touch. And, truthfully, I was surprised to not hear back from you. Though it'd be rude for me to walk away.
You have endured so much. Those around you have felt that burden. At one point, you must let it go.
Yeah. If you don't mind me asking, what in particular is to be let go?
The memories, the nightmares, the feeling of all that pain. No simple task, mind you, but just as the sun rises, the opportunity for a new day to begin, and with it, you leave it behind you.
There is a part of me that's glad you got what you partially wanted. I am sorry that it's opened up a new door, arguably a bigger door.
You little ones are so interesting. After all the pain, you are still willing to feel sorry towards things like oneself.
I don't have to sugarcoat how I feel. I have no problem telling you that I, in a very large way, despise, as many and most do, anything and everything regarding the one behind you, yourself, as with others. But there is a mutual respect. I understand, maybe not all of it. Maybe I don't understand, even with detail, the extent at times. But I can respect the lengths as to which you are willing to and able to go. I mean this with as much gratitude as it is worth in its own weight. But I do hope you find what you're looking for.
I hope so as well.
Until next time, Doctor. You
Do
take
stay
care.
safe.
Thank you.
I'll be watching.
You always are.
I have appreciated our conversations. I know you'll never be gone, but you in this form, you'll be off to do other things anyway. I mean, I say I appreciate it, like that you give a shit anyway. Not that it matters.
Humanity is still one of my responsibilities. Yep, Flossie. Keep an eye on Oshiera.
I haven't spoken to her yet, but my people told me that she was very upset and looking for somewhere to stay.
To have lost so much, to have suffered, as she has, a very thin line.
What happened?
It is not for me to say. It's not for me to say because I don't even know the reason why they broke up. I'm out of the loop.
I know you're gonna leave soon. That's why you're giving me these cures. And then once you're gone, I have nothing left. I will have lost every single part of me. And I don't know what to do.
Whilst I cannot give you the answers to where things are going, may I simply remind you from prior conversations, my goal, my responsibility is to ensure humanity persists. You may feel lost, you may feel empty, but you have survived so many years. You have persisted.
I'm trying. I'm trying so hard.
What was lost was then found. One chapter closes, another opens. You have certainly walked many paths of life.
I'm sure I'll have many more to walk.
The storm cloud that blinds your vision, it will pass.
I really hope so. It's pretty dark right now.
You just need to prepare yourself. Because once it does, it can be almost blinding.
I guess it's time for me to go persist.
Little one, when you feel as though you are alone, I have been with you since day one. Everything happens for a reason. That mark, it too will persist, just like you.
Oh, stop, dude, my heart, bro.
A reminder. Take care of the horse.
He did not just... Dude, I'm gonna cry, bro. There's no way. There ain't no way he gave it to her. Oh, dude. Oh, I need a second chat. Hold on. Ooh, that one got me. Whew. Dude, I've just been wanting something good for this girl for a while. Sorry, guys. I'm being super lame about my character. Dude, 4.0 has sucked playing Oshiera. I'm not gonna lie. Anybody who's been in stream since the start of 4.0, 4.0 has sucked playing Oshiera. It's been awful. Oh, it's been so shit. From the shit I've had to deal with, like OOC, from stupid narratives and chatters being dumb and all that, like, I'm so happy for her. Like, I'm crying like tears of joy because I'm so happy for her, man. Oh, she's dealt with so much shit. I don't know what plate this is. I be watching, yeah.
Goodbye, little one. I'll be watching.
Dude! Off, bro! Right off, dude. Oh, man, dude. Oh. Fuck Connor. Oh my god, he's got so much. And more cures. I've only slipped away to the next room. I am I and you are you. Whatever we were to each other, that we still are. Call me by my old familiar name. Speak to me in the easy way which you always used. Put no difference into your tone. Wear no forced air of solemnity or sorrow. That was we always laughed at the little jokes we played each other. Oh my god, that we enjoyed together. I can read. Play, smile, think of me, pray for me. My name be ever the household word that always was. Let it be spoken without effect, without the traces of a shadow on it. Life means all that it ever meant. It is the same that it ever was. There's an absolute unbroken continuity. Why should I be out of mind because I am out of sight? I am but waiting for you for an interval for somewhere very near, just around the corner. All is well. Death is simply the next journey, one we must all take at some point. Do not fear it, for it provides us with purpose. With purpose, we have meaning. The soldier's an interesting one. Why should I think only this of me, that there are some corners of a foreign field that is forever England. I shall be in that rich earth or richer dust concealed, a dust whom England bore, shaped, made aware, gave once her flowers to love, her ways to roam. The body of England's breathing English air, washed by the rivers, blessed by sons of home. I think this heart would all evil shed away, a pulse in the eternal mind, no less. It gives somewhere back the thoughts of England given her sights and sounds, dreams happy as her days, and laughter earned of friends and gentleness in hearts of peace under an English heaven. Notes and letters from the little ones. Oh my god, he gave her this too. To those who take, please don't. It may not mean anything to you, but this is the final resting place of Ranger Wesley Arnold. Things I'd leave in this spot not only mark where his headstone once stood. There's a token for the fallen. Wow. Oh. Ember, Abby again. Oh man. It's just you and me now.
So how do you plan on getting it?
It is dependent on what Fred does. A brief conversation with him the other day.
Fred, the guy who made a deal? That Fred?
One and the same. I don't doubt he may try and, well, naively attempt something.
What was the conversation about?
It was during the evening of Edgar's wedding. But Fred, golden opportunities do not rise as often as they have now.
I know. Will you destroy it?
It will be gone, never to touch the hands of a mortal.
Well, that's all I really needed to know. Be seeing you later.
After conversing with death, he approached me with the knowledge that Norman had moved on. All that remained was me, and that he would see what he could do about the ring.
Sounds like he's got a plan, and whether it's good or bad, it puts him in a vulnerable position for you to get it regardless.
It is an opportunity, one that we can see the mindsets and the selfish desires of humanity come to the forefront, or intelligence and wisdom prevail.
think with that, I'll leave you to it. It's been a pleasure.
In your words, it has been a pleasure.
So much shit just happened, and I need to explain it
I
to
know, you
Fred.
gotta fill us in.
That's
I think that's Norman's car.
the car that was at the lighthouse when I met Norman.
Yeah, what do we do?
We go back to the others slowly.
He knows you have it.
How do you know?
Or he knows you're out. One or the other.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. I'm fucking freaking out. Yeah,
You're freaking out?
Oh no, I can only imagine. What do we do about the ring? Is he in his car?
I don't know. I mean, if he doesn't know I have it, he knows he doesn't have it.
I know. What do we do with the ring?
We can't put it anywhere, and I don't trust anybody
we
with
can't
it.
put it anywhere.
I have to keep it.
What do we do? What do we do?
I don't have a phone to call anybody.
Well, who do we call anyways?
I need to give this to you, but I need you to promise me that if I get sent back, you're gonna kill him, okay? Do that one thing for me.
I will do it. If it kills me, I will do it. Oh.
Do not give it to anyone. Do not give it
Nobody.
to Alice.
I will not give it to anybody.
Promise me.
Nobody
On my
will know
life
I
and
have it.
yours.
I promise you. On my life.
I have to go and deal with this.
Be safe. Why is he looking at me through the glass?
Hello, Norman.
Not Norman. I've come to check in.
Oh, I'm scared. I'm terrified. Why can't I hear them either?
You and Mr. White were never meant to be there. I'm making sure you made it back fine.
I don't believe you.
It doesn't matter.
What now?
It is up to you to decide.
The only thing I can think is that death is getting rid of Norman.
Well, he did tell me that. He told me it's coming.
So if death is getting rid of Norman, then there's only one thing left. And it's to get rid of Pestilence. I think Hope is gone.
What did you say?
I think Hope is gone. And so is Norman. Or will be.
Why do you think Hope is gone?
I've been told that Hope and Noxie are one bird now. A white and black bird with both red and blue eyes.
I don't.
Just so
think that
happen
means
to
she's
know
gone. To be
I
really
don't know.
honest.
Gone or not, but I know Norman will be gone because he gave up the ring.
He just gave up the ring? To who?
The birds.
Huh. That's interesting. He just gave the ring to the birds, and now they are one bird. The island is back to the way it should be, and Norman is disappearing.
Yep. And Pestilence really wants the ring to destroy it or get rid of it, as he says.
He said once he got the ring, he would leave.
I have no reason not to believe him. What does he
I
have
don't.
left here?
I have no reason not to believe him either. Do you know how to get... How do you know the birds have the ring?
I held the ring yesterday.
Okay. Why don't you still have it?
Give it back. And I will talk with Pestilence, and I'll give him the ring.
Tell me about this ring.
I know that Fred wants to give the ring back. He talks about it like it's not even an option. Like it's not a choice. It's obvious to give the ring back to Pestilence. But that just doesn't feel right in my gut, Edgar.
But what feel right in your gut?
The person, well, the thing, the entity that's been working so hard to get this ring sent countless people on missions to steal it. It just seems foolish to just give it to him.
And there was
Yeah.
a time that I yearned for this thing. However, it was you that gave the ultimate sacrifice. Went over there, and I believe you are ultimately responsible for being able to accomplish what no one could. That thing is yours.
And if Fred tries to take the ring,
Why would he try to take the ring?
like I said, he talks about it like it's not even an option. There's a reason that the birds did not give him the ring. There's a reason the birds did not give Alice and TJ the ring.
Why you?
I gave a personal sacrifice, not just time, and I did it without guarantee of getting anything in return. It was my determination to be free of that place. without hurting anyone.
Why are you so convinced you're gonna be attacked?
Like you said, you don't have a good feeling about it.
There's no way he gonna kill you after freeing his ass.
Well, I hope not.
There's no way Fred gonna do anything to the person that saved you. For an old twisted doctor.
Well, you know him better than I do.
I know he's very intelligent, and I don't know what he has on his mind. I try not to pry too much.
I don't have a good feeling in my gut about Fred trusting and respecting my decision on this.
Claire, give me some space real quick. Listen, you planning on hurting Claire?
No.
She says she got a bad
I'll
feeling.
talk to the doctor.
What if she decides not to give the ring back?
Then everybody will be sick. The only reason he couldn't do anything to Norman was because Norman was a god. Pestilence will get the ring one way or another. That's just how it's going to be.
Look, I'll put it like this. I told her what I want, but that it's not my decision. It's no one's decision but hers.
She has the ring.
And from what I understand, you wanted to go back to the doctor.
I think it's the only way this ends.
But it's not our decision.
True.
Because I'm ready to endure this cough for the rest of time. I put it on my dick and tell him come and get it if you really want it.
Yeah.
I mean it, amigo.
I know. I know you mean it. That's the thing.
There's nothing more I want is to grab it like a golem and hoard it for myself. I just hope you don't forget like what, you know, she did to get it.
Oh, I know. I think she'll give it to him. Because she died to stop the cycle. The only way to stop the cycle.
What if she doesn't?
Then it is what it is. Everybody's going to be sick and he'll get it eventually.
I think it should be on her terms.
I mean, she can keep it if she wants. If she wants to run from him for the rest of her life, then it is what it is. You nervous?
Yeah, I guess.
Glad I'm not the only one. You ready to do this?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Evening.
Good evening.
Not one, but two that were alive, and then beyond the veil, back into the land of the living.
That's right.
After everything that has transpired, you returning, and in its wake, the keeper of the lighthouse has moved on. Would you like to inform me of what happened when you were over there?
I think you already know.
Then if you wish to skip over the details,
You want me to admit what I did?
admit. Do tell, what do you think I'm asking about?
When I was in Purgatory.
That is rather obvious.
I did a lot of things in Purgatory. I cut out an eye. And gave it to a bird. Just to see what would happen. And when Norman made me angry, I took it out on the only thing that I thought would affect him. You see, he told me he cares about his brother.
And so you took it out upon the little brother.
I pulled his skull from his skeleton and I put it in the cage.
You did what?
I took Isaac's skull and I put it in the cage beside Hope that was burning because Norman disrespected me.
How wonderful. Even in death he suffers. Do you really think I have any form of attachment to poor little Isaac?
No, Norman told me so, and I was kind of counting on that.
The events that transpired to get you out. You have
The
it,
birds?
don't you?
I do.
Norman is gone. Death has been returned to his natural state. balance restored between life and death. In this physical manifestation, this corpse that I am trapped within, is a byproduct of the removal of Isaac, and in part only strengthened by that precursor.
So what is it that you want?
Once it is returned, that which has the capabilities of destroying the ring, freeing the chain that binds me to Isaac,
And what
can then
happens?
return to my form, my domain. There won't be any more conversations like this. Those that are sick, the world and creation will return to a sense of normality.
What happens if you don't get it back?
I would advise you reconsider that line of thought. As Norman has informed, there are worse things than death.
How do I know that what you say is the truth?
You are gambling a very dangerous game. Are we going to have a repeat of what humanity did with the last opportunity?
I am here for humanity. I think it would be foolish to not ask these questions, to just blindly do what I'm being told. I'm not denying you. I'm asking what would happen.
As has been stated, return the ring. I return to my domain. The world returns to normal. Is that not what you want? The safety of humanity?
That's what I want for all of us. I do not have it, but I can get it.
You have 5 minutes. Fred stays here.
I'll give you keys.
And if I'm longer than 5 minutes,
There are worse fates than death.
I have
Not
been
just
dead.
for him. Not just for you.
You want your
Time is
ring?
ticking. Run.
Nothing happens to Fred.
I've been worried this was going to happen the entire time. What if she wants to keep the ring? I don't think she quite understands it.
The hubris of humanity. Naive. Selfish. Thinking they are and can outsmart those that are above them.
What happens if she doesn't bring it? If she chooses to try and keep it?
I've witnessed the entrails of a mortal be painted across the mountainscape. Whilst they are still alive.
I've only witnessed a fraction of that in the sewers. I don't think people understand what you are. I don't think they get the scope of things.
But they
I don't know what
certainly
she
have the
expects.
arrogance.
Yeah. Why don't you walk with your cane anymore? I used to see you with it every day.
For the amount of suffering that has been endured. It is, I suppose, as you could describe, a form of energy. The more suffering, the stronger we become. In those early days, I did need that cane to assist with keeping this frail corpse standing. But over time, to something like yourself, it would be the equivalent of intoxicating. The pain and grief, sorrow, rivals that of even your closest star. I'm sure you are more than aware. Time has passed.
I am.
Then I...
Well, that was a journey and a half.
Finally. After all these years, you didn't realize what you had.
Why do you say that?
The ring, whilst it allowed Norman to hold on to his existence, the bones of Isaac beyond the veil were not entirely attached to him. It is for in this His soul is bound.
Isaac's soul?
The key to freeing me and to ensure the cycle will persist.
What cycle?
For as naive as you have been, little one, I'm sure you can tell.
Aren't we all naive to you?
You are all worms, sliming your way through life, feasting off of creation. When I told you I would be gone, I meant it. But suffering will still persist. You should be rather happy. Fred is alive to see this.
Oh. Oh! Oh!
Take care. And may you never dare try and demand or bargain as foolishly as you have here today. Run. Little Isaac, you are back. You should have just let it go. She did what you asked, you should have just let it go. No. You are mine, and mine alone. Your suffering will persist.
I just want to let you know that it was them that did that. It wasn't me. I
Bring
tried to
them
stop
over
them,
here
but
now. I have a task for you.
What is it?
I'm going to give you something.
Yeah.
And when I tell you to shoot, you're going to shoot.
Yeah, okay.
Miss Quinn.
I'll do it. Is it loaded?
Yes.
Amber! Come here.
Okay. Oh, nice gun sticky.
Joanna. You have endured the suffering for so long, and now my business is complete. You want your wife to be healthy, Miss Quinn?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Do it.
What?
Amber! Okay, you can get up now.
Ember?
Amber.
Ember! Ember!
Take her and run. Until we meet again.
I think people don't realize what he's capable of. Because nobody's seen it besides me and a few other people. I delivered somebody to him in the sewers. And I've never seen anything like it before.
This scientist, so desperate to create his own plague of sorts, his inferior, fruitless endeavors are an insult.
I've never seen anything that gruesome before in my life. And I've killed people. Nothing even comes close to that. And the person didn't die. Pestilence can't kill anybody. But he can make them suffer as much as he wants. I never would have did anything to you. But Pestilence, you wouldn't have died. But you would have wanted to.
I want to say a huge thank you for Z helping out tonight. A huge thank you to Ziggy for letting me portray Isaac in Pestilence. But I am just very appreciative of everyone that is, whether they've been on the fringe and in the outskirts or like really diving deep. It means a lot to me. And can understand people feeling either burned out or frustrated, not seeing progression or anything like that. Especially those that are suffering with the mechanic itself. There have been some troopers, so some folks that have had it since basically day one, that keep going and have even recently refused the cure, and it's like, oh, okay, more power to you. And I, you know, if memory serves me correct, it went from like just under 20 victims that had it to over 60 in a matter of days. Not even that, a few days. And just because the old man is going doesn't mean that's going to stop. I've got things in place. Like, Pesto isn't the be-all, end-all. I've nudged people, and there's going to be opportunities, ways for people to continue the RP. Quite honestly, give back to some folks that have been doing RP in the background, and give them something long-term. Like, just because I'm going doesn't mean it ends, right? And I just hope that they take that and have fun with it. One of my favorite takeaways from all of this arc has been getting to know people that I never interacted with before. From Osvaldo, Hogshunt, to Clowns, people like Fred and Tripass, like Brandon, Bobby, obviously Alice. Even TJ. The last time we spoke was back when Ziggy and Snow and everyone, we were doing the New World release. And just how willing people, especially the folks in the Clowns, like, they run with the punches. Like, they get dealt a bad hand, we ballin'. They just run with it, and it was such a breath of fresh air, honestly.
This is a Chatterbox toy, not a voodoo doll. Have another one.
You're giving him another one?
Yeah, duh. So he remembers
how are we
me.
doing today?
For those who are curious as to what my plans are going forward, I'm stepping away from GTA. Started back in 2018, a quarter of my life. So I'm stepping away. I'm focusing on work, a big commitment that I'm going to be working on and putting a lot more time into now than prior is Outlawed RP, the Red Dead 2 server. I'm very, very excited. And until next time, do stay safe. I'll be watching.
Oh my god, sir, where's your face? Stop smoking.
There was an Aaliyah, an AK, and a friend.
That's me.
All in this place. Go on. Guess what? Drum roll, please. Fred, please. Drum roll, please.
Yep. Mhm.
Oh, Purgatory. That's correct. Purgatory. That's correct.
Did you ever
I
like?
did eat. I had food.
So did you have like bodily functions in Purgatory?
Honestly, I don't even remember. Nah, I don't think so. Because the thing is, I was dead.
I mean, listen, you're eating, you're in a cage. I'm just saying that sounds unfortunate to me.
Legs are withered, but upper body of a gorilla. Hype shit.
Sorry. Hello? Oh. Oh my god. Oh.
Yes.
You know your eyes are red? What's up with that?
I think that's a rude thing to say.
Look, what do you mean? He doesn't even have skin anymore. You think that's the rude part?